Today we will see exception to the law of demand. Before studying exception to the law of demand, we will study we have already seen this, what is law of demand. Just we will have a brief of it. See, when price is more, the less is demanded. When price is less, more is demanded. As price decreases, consumers started because he has become economically better off. So he started substituting of his increased income for buying more and more units of that commodity because of positive income effect. Now we will study the exceptional demand curve. See, in the exceptional cases, when price is more, more is demanded. When price is less, less is demanded. This is quite opposite to the law of demand. So what are the causes for this exception? That we will see. Exception to the law of demand. First one, Giffen goods or Giffen paradox. Giffen goods are those goods which are consumed by poor people. These are low, inferior quality of goods. This is named after Sir Robert Giffen. He is an economist from UK in the 18th century. He made one important observation that when the prices of all products, right from inferior quality of goods to superior quality of food products, started falling, people started switch over to poor quality of goods to superior quality of goods because of their increased economic status. Their surplus income they started utilizing for buying more of meat, more of superior goods. This is because their income position improves. They started buying, instead of buying more of food grains, they shift over to meat. This is called as negative income effect. So this is against the law of demand. In the law of demand, when price is more, less is demanded. But here, even though prices of the meat is more, people started buying more of meat. This is the observation made by Sir Robert Giffen. So this is popularly known as Giffen paradox. This is one of the important exception to the law of demand. Now, second exception is prestige goods. Prestige goods are those goods which are used by rich people to show their status in the society. For example, diamonds, high-priced cars, big bungalows, and all. It carries snob appeal because it shows their status in the society. So here also we can see that higher the price, more will be the demand from this community. This is also against the law of demand. This is the second important exception to the law of demand. Third one, price illusion. People have got the mentality that higher priced goods will have better quality. That is why it is one of the psychology of the consumer. Always they feel that if they pay more, the quality may be better. That is why the demand for branded goods are increasing. So even at a higher price, people are ready to pay. So this is the third exception to the law of demand. Fourth one, demonstration effect. Demonstration effect means lower income group, they will follow the lifestyle of higher income group. Poor countries follow rich countries by imitating of using costlier goods in their lifestyle. For example, using high costlier mobile, bike, then buying costlier TV sets and all, even though their income is less. So this is called demonstration effect. They are influenced by this effect. So it will reflect on their purchasing. So higher the price, more will be the demand here. The next one, ignorance of market knowledge. Many times we do not have the exact knowledge about the market. So we buy product by thinking that we need this urgently. We will not compare the price with the different market. So in that ignorance, people are buying more at a higher price. Then speculation. Many times we purchase more even at a higher price by thinking that in future the prices may go up. So that is why even the higher price people will buy. So this happens in the stock market. When prices are increasing, people purchase a share by thinking that the stock market may go up, still it may rise. In that sentiment, they will accumulate the stocks. So this is called speculation. Then the next one, habitual goods. Habitual goods are those goods people cannot stop the consumption, whatever may be the price. For example, demand for tobacco, cigarettes, alcohol, all these things. Even higher the price, if people are habituated to this type of goods, they are going to buy. So these are all the exception in these cases. Even at a higher price, people will purchase. Variation in demand. It is of two types. One, extension of demand. Two, contraction of demand. Variation in demand means demand changes due to the changes in the price. It is of two types. One, extension, and another one, contraction. It is also called as expansion and contraction. When price is OP, quantity demanded was OQ. When price decreases from OP to OP dash, then what happens? Quantity increases from OQ to OQ dash. So movement from A to B. This is called extension of demand or expansion of demand. Now, when price increases from OP to OP2, then what happens? Quantity demanded decreases from OQ to Q dash, OQ, Q dash. So why this is happen? Because when price decreases, people will better off because of positive income effect. They will purchase more, they will substitute additional income for buying that commodity. When price increases, they will become economically, they will become worse than their situation. What happens? They will reduce their consumption to make the balance. So this is called as contraction. So the movement from A to B is extension. The movement from A to C is the contraction. This is something about extension and contraction of demand. Changes in demand. Changes in demand are of two types. One, increase in demand. Two, decrease in demand. Changes in demand, there are two types. One, increase in demand and decrease in demand. Here one important thing to be noted, the price remains same but demand changes. So, when original demand is DD, original quantity purchased was OQ. When in the same price suddenly demand curve shifted to the right, then new demand curve is D1. New quantity demanded was Q1. So why this happened? Because of sudden increase in the income and other factor. It could be because of increase in the population, decrease in the taxation, and so many factors it can be. Here the demand increases but price remained same. So that is why demand curve shifted to the right. The new demand is, this is called the shift from original demand curve to the right of to the right side. So this is called increase in demand. So quite opposite to that. When price in the same price suddenly demand decreases. It could be again many factors because of fall in the income, fall in the population, or maybe because of increase in the taxation, income of the person may be affected, changes in the weather. So many factors, demand may decline. At such situation, the demand curve shift towards the left side. So original demand was OQ, suddenly demand decreases to OQ dash. So when income increases, when demand increases, the curve will shift to the right. Demand decreases, it will shift to the left. So this is about increase and decrease in the demand. Now let us see individual demand schedule. In individual demand schedule, at when it is a demand curve, it is a demand chart from one particular individual, how much he has demanded at various prices. We can see that when price is less, he purchased 10 kg. As price decreases, he reduced his consumption from 10 kg to 5 kgs. So as it is based on the law of demand. When price is more, when price is less, more is demanded. When price is more, less is demanded. This is for one particular individual. That is why it is called individual demand schedule. Now we will see market demand schedule. Market is made up of so many consumers. Here we have taken example of consumer A, consumer B and consumer C. Now when price of sugar is given here in terms of kg, 25 rupees, 26 rupees, 27 rupees, 28 rupees, 29 rupees, 30. When rupees 25 rupees per kg, consumer A purchased 10 kg, consumer B purchased 11 kg, consumer C purchased 12 kg. See, total market demand was 33 kgs. Then price decreases to 26 rupees. A demanded 9 kgs, B demanded 10 kgs, C demanded 11 kgs, total 30 kgs demanded. Demand declines from 33 to 30 kg. When price increased further 27, A demanded 8 kg, B demanded 9 kg, C demanded 10 kg and C total of this is 27 kg was the market demand. So as price decline, when price declined to price increases to 30 rupees per kg, A demanded only 5 kg, B demanded 6 kg and C demanded 7 kg. The total of this 18 kg. Here what we can see, when price is less, there was more demand. When price was more, the total demand was less. So when we are add up together A, B, C, so just example it is given. So we will get the market demand curve. So this chart indicates the various amount of goods demanded by various individual at different price is called market demand schedule.